Please help me welcome two people who can speak to Susan's spirit better than anyone. Her daughters, Brittany and Sundee.
Hello. Thank you, Barbara, and thank you to the Erikson community for inviting us to join you today. Sundee and I used to ask our mom, "Who do you love more?" She would answer us and look at us with her assuring eyes and tell us that she grew new rooms in her heart for the ever-expanding love that she felt. As kids, we took this to be the norm, but over the years, we've gradually realized how truly unique this is to Susan Wislow.
So Susan followed in the footsteps of both her father and her uncle to become a physical education teacher in the Chicago public school system, and she chose to work in the schools with the greatest needs. She started a before-school gymnastics program that ended up including almost all of the students in her school, and she was an incredibly open ear to particularly students who had particular needs. One young boy who was swept up in gang life at a very young age, and one young girl who almost for an entire school year didn't speak a word. Many of you know our mom has a rebel streak. She might not look like it today, but she really does. In the gym, she couldn't stand things like traditional PE lines, where one student would do a front roll at a time and thus be embarrassed if they weren't physically able. And she realized that really what she needed to do is teach her children how to support each other. So she veered from tradition, she broke students up into small groups and taught them instead how to support each other and spot each other in things like front rolls. And a supervisor who once walked in and saw utter chaos in the room actually yelled at her. But in the end, this teacher sat down and slowly watched what she was doing and asked her to teach other PE teachers in the district about this method. So outside of the classroom, our mom and our dad were incredible role models in what it is to commit to the city of Chicago. They infused this value into our upbringing. One small example is that in our household, Hanukkah meant figuring out 8 needs within our community and coming up with ways that we could either support other people in reducing those needs or that we ourselves could help reduce those needs in the year ahead. A pretty amazing gift. Susan has the most open door policy that we have yet to see. Our parents offered their homes, sometimes for years at a time, to people in need of a place to stay as they realized their potential or as they helped to get Obama elected. From Obama campaign volunteers to a budding actor to a public health student to family members starting their careers, for over 30 years, there was likely a guest in our home and at our table.
Susan has a natural gift with children, both inside and outside of the classroom. She's had a profound influence on the children of family and friends throughout her life, softening the stubborn ways of a child, teaching them to question things, expanding their limited palates, improving their self-perception. The list just goes on. If you've spent time with my mom, you will agree that her keen and fair sense of judgment allow her to see in shades of gray. One of our mom's foster nephews was sentenced to prison at 17. And in our unjust system as a young black man, we were worried as a family. She sat down with him and got to the heart of the matter regarding his poor decisions. And at the end of their conversation, when asked if anything at all had resonated, he turned to her sincerely and told her that no adult had ever talked to her that way. She gave him a copy of the Count of the Monte Cristo and told him he better make the best of his time in jail because he had something to add to this world. And even after making poor choices, she believed in him fully. And rightly so. He's come into adulthood with an appreciation and an integrity and is currently thriving at the University of Wisconsin Engineering School. There's a little ad-lib there I need to roll up a little, sorry. We are grateful for the Erikson Institute's vital work, and we are deeply grateful to have grown under the wings of a woman who is so aligned with your admirable mission. We couldn't think of someone more deserving.
Our hearts just continue to grow rooms for you, Mom. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Mom.
Thank you. Okay, I'm a little emotional because following three women who had such impact on my life, I have to take a breath or two. Barbara is revered, and she's revered by me, and my daughters too. I'm overwhelmed at joining this list of esteemed winners of this award before me. They're listed in your books. I was told there are too many to name, but I would love if the ones here could just madly wave your hands so we can applaud you. It is my ultimate honor to join this group and to be involved with the Erikson. I am blessed. Their unparalleled and dedicated faculty and board, their extraordinarily talented administration and staff, and most special, the spectacular students that we have and the alumni. They constitute a group of brilliant, pioneering leaders in the field of early education. After almost every encounter I have with an Erikson person, I walk away feeling lucky. It is a gift to be informed of research that influences practices and public policy. It is a gift to know about the extensive and diverse community services provided in our schools, in homes, and in the community. It is a gift to watch our gifted students go forth to become professional leaders who impact so much in the field of early child development. And it is a gift to know that Erikson's education is supporting and improving the lives of children and family in Chicago, across the country, and indeed around the world. Erikson has shaped my identity, in many ways. It sharpens the lens that I use to read books like Between the World and Me, and There Are No Children Here. The authors that are here today have honestly identified chasms and gross inequities that are in our society. The Erikson Institute works to lessen these differences through actions for all children. I'm fortunate because my tireless, very tireless, and generous husband not only serves on many boards in Chicago, but supports mine with passion. I'm thrilled to be here with you today and to accept this award. Thank you.